guys, it's April and I garden down in southeast Nebraska, zone 6A. And every year about this time I sit down and I start to make my carrot seed tape. I do believe I have at least 2 other videos up of me doing the same process. It is literally the same each time. I think the only difference is the variety of carrots I'm doing. But I'm going to do it again because sometimes it's nice to have a refresher. I will let you know that sometimes I do go back and I watch my own videos to remind myself how I make the seed tape. I do make this seed tape so that it is easier for me to go and plant out the seeds in the spring. I do them in about foot strips, so then I can just set up like a square foot of whatever variety of carrots I want to do, wherever I want to do it. It's worked out fairly well for me for the last 3-4 years. So I don't see any reason to change my method now, but I'll show you how I do it. So for this process, I have a ruler. I have a bunch of single ply toilet paper. I have a plate to put the seeds down on. This year I have 8 different varieties of seeds that I am going to be doing. And then for the paste, I like to have a little container and a little dipper or whatever to grab dollops of the paste that we're going to make. The paste is made out of water and flour. Super complicated. I do have to mark down what each variety is. I like to do a little written key. I have last year's that I'm going to reuse. So just somewhere on the toilet paper, I will just put down this series of letters that'll indicate what variety of seed it is. Now, I do not know at all how many seeds I have left in each of these packets. I didn't buy any new seeds this year, so this shall prove interesting. But we're just gonna get into this. And I will just grab whatever is on the top, which looks to be this cosmic purple seed. What I like to do and how I like to do it is I've got some extra seeds that are just in this pack. I will dump out the seed packet onto this plate. We might actually finish it this year. And then I will pull out 3 squares. I think that's about all I'm going to get from this final roll from last year. Because I might be able to get, might be a little janky. Yeah, we'll save that as backup just in case. We'll just use this one. Okay. And what's going to end up happening is we're going to end up folding this over. And then this will become our seed tape. And the dollop of the water flour mixture will actually hold the paper together. So there's about 6 of these in a foot. So I'll have a square foot by the time I get 6 of these made up. But for this is just a guessing game. I have no strict ratio of flour to water for this. So what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of flour. Granted, I'm using the biggest jar of flour to do this. And then we'll add some water. And then you just get to have this fun little time of trying to mix the flour and water together. Trying to get the ratio right. See, that's not enough water. We'll add a little more. We don't want it too wet. But we also don't want it to be a dough. Trying to decide if I want to add just a touch of flour. I think it just might be I need to break up some of these clumps and it'll be fine. Yeah, that should be good. So how I usually tell if it's the right consistency is if I can get it to clump up on whatever tool I am using as my dropper tool. Okay. So here is where the ruler comes into play. I like to start at least a ½ inch in on the paper. And just put a dot. And come over here. Grab one of the seeds. Just drop it in there. And then you do another dot about an inch away. I'm going to do a couple. Oops. And I aim for about 1 seed per dot. But if more than one gets in there, I don't cause too much of a fuss. I don't want to get too far. Ahead of myself. Starting to crinkle out the edge a little bit. Okay. So then you just fold it over, press it down, and like I said, that paste will hold the two sides together. I will leave this to dry in a safe spot for maybe about a week before I'll package it up in my seed case that I take outside with me, because you want to make sure this fully dries out, that it doesn't hold any moisture. Okay, this is the Cosmic Purple, which I use CP for. So just somewhere in the corner. C. E. Move these seeds out of the way. And I will start a row up here for drying. Starting a new roll is always a little tricky because I don't know if I'll be able to use the first sheet or not, because it's usually not square. Okay, 3 squares. Fold it real quick just so I can kind of tell where the middle of my tape is going to be. And I don't always line this up to the middle of my ruler. Sometimes I'll start at, say, like 2, 2.5. So then I'll know that my first dot is going to be on 3. And I'll just do it on all of the major numbers. Oops, that might have been too much. This is more of a art than a science. So most of the time when I do something like this, I'll have something playing in the background because this will get very tedious. The other is sometimes when I'm first starting to put seeds in the dots, I have to wet my finger. Okay. And I like doing this method because the flour and water and toilet paper will just break down. So that's 2. In theory, this should be my last one for this variety, but I think I might just do, depending on how much seeds are left, I might do a couple more just to use up these seeds. We'll see what the pile of seeds looks like after I get this last one done. I could probably make 2 or 3 more seed tapes, so I'll save that for next year. Just label that. Set this over here. And then we will attempt to get these seeds back into the seed packet. So that is 1 down. 7 more to go. I won't take you through the whole process of doing all of them, but I will show you what other varieties I have. I have the Uzbek Gold, the Lila Lusang. This is just a simple deep purple carrot. I have the Parisian, the Dragon, the Pusa Aceta Black, and then just the Black Nebula. As you can see, I really like purple carrots. So most of the varieties I purchase myself are purple carrots of some kind, but then whenever I get these free seeds, I'll just do them as well, because why not? You can never have too many carrots, can you? I don't think so. So that is my method of making seed tape each year. Like I said, I have 7 other varieties I need to do, but it's going to be long and it's going to be tedious. This took me just those 6 pieces of tape about 20 minutes. So I've got a couple hours ahead of me, and I don't think you want to sit and watch me do the same thing over and over and over and over again. But I will show you all of the seed tape completed. If I don't add it to this video, I will post it over on Instagram or on Threads, probably both. I'll post it on both places, maybe even here on YouTube. So if you aren't subscribed, feel free to subscribe so you can see that post as I put it up. Otherwise, I think I have about a week and a half until I start my first round of seeds, which is going to be onions. And I'm kind of excited about that, just to get back into growing things. It's been a while, and I think I'm ready. So that will be coming soon, I think. I also have another seed haul that I have to show you of some of the things I've accumulated since my last post of what I will be growing this year. So that's probably going to happen because people keep showing me new seeds and I can't help myself. But with that said, I do hope I will see you again in another video. I heart you beautiful faces.